Shares of AMC Entertainment Holdings rallied again Wednesday, extending a recent sharp bounce that appears to have put the stock on track to break out from a long-term technical downtrend. That is right, AMC is up 47%, right around that $6.70 level, and we're finally getting a retracement. AMC is sitting down 5.11%. Now, there's one technical bearish thing to pay attention to in that AMC could potentially be forming a head and shoulders. Do I think this is likely? Absolutely not, and even if it is likely, it's probably going to be a psychological move on AMC. What is going on, guys? Lottery Stocks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, I just want to say one thing before we get into the video, and it's that a lot of people aren't getting the notifications for my videos, and even when I went live the other week, people were getting the notifications after the video was already done. So please hit the like so YouTube pushes my videos out, because I think they are being suppressed a little bit. So hit the like button, stay till the end of the video so you don't have to watch another update video here on YouTube. Let's get into it. All right, guys, this healthy retracement on AMC. Worst case scenario, I think AMC retraces back to about $5.35 come towards the end of the week, so that market makers win on Max Pain. I believe Max Pain is $6 a share. However, we are jumping into that cycle period. You already know my outlook on it. I think AMC is going to break $7 over the next 5 or so trading days at minimum. And there's a lot of stuff going on. Taking a step away from the charts real quick, 23.12% short interest on AMC, and the utilization is maxed out still. The cost to borrow average sitting at 755.64%, and the max is at 855%. Shorts are paying 7.5 times their position just to borrow shares on AMC. As for APE, 6.39% short interest, 81% utilization, and the cost to borrow is not being reported for Ortex. According to Stock Tracker for both, before we get into the DD, 300,000 shares available to borrow on AMC. Reported fee most recently is the highest I've ever seen it on Stock Tracker, sitting at 639.1%. And the calls to puts, we are winning on the option chain. 37,000 calls compared to 32,000 puts expiring in the money, and more people are also betting that this thing will rally than that this thing will fall over the next few days. And again, next week we have an important week. AMC's earnings will come out, and we are going to be touching more on that when the time comes. Short exempt volumes pretty high. The short percentage actually dropped according to Stock Tracker. As for GameStop, 950,000 shares available to borrow at a most recent fee of 12.7%. So the fee is continuously dropping on GameStop, and we're losing badly on the options chain, with short exempts kind of creeping downwards because GameStop essentially does not have a lot of volume. Now, we know AMC has been on the threshold list for more than 13 consecutive days. If it is on it today, it will be the 15th day, and we also know that after 13 consecutive days, fails to delivers were supposed to be forcefully covered on an open market, and we know that there has been a lot of loopholes on this. This guy tweets, second is the 14th settlement day since AMC has made the threshold list. Reg SHO requires market makers responsible for the FTDs to buy the shares in the market and deliver them. Those FTDs were created to depress the equity value of AMC. Is the board on this issue? Now, there's always a loophole for everything, and we went over it in yesterday's video. If you guys haven't seen that, I will reiterate it real quick. Basically, when the time period comes, they can bounce these fails to deliver from broker to broker to broker to broker and continuously extend the timeline. However, they have to do so every 13 days, and it's definitely not something that could possibly last. Not only that, but if they really could get it off of the list, they would have done it by now. Speaking of that, a lot of people have quote-unquote voted their proxy vote at the vote, and their vote is labeled as pending. This guy tweets, when will my vote be confirmed regarding AMC and APE and not pending? It's been several days already. I'm anxious and I've been checking daily. Guys, this is more so likely that they don't actually have your legitimate shares to vote at the proxy, and they don't want the votes to exceed the float and have Adam Aaron get alerted. This mostly indicates that probably me, probably you all own IOUs, aka a receipt that you bought AMC shares. However, you do not have those shares in your account, and if you ever did try to sell those shares would not necessarily be delivered to you. They can't even get the stock off of the Reg SHO list, and take a look at the damn cost to borrow fee. Touching on that, Interactive Brokers chair speaks once again. Shorts are the ones that have to deliver the shares to us. It's most definitely not a totally different thing. What happens when shorts do nothing but sell IOUs, aka synthetics, no shares to deliver to us, aka FTDs? Maybe you should learn yourself before telling others.
So when the shorts cannot deliver the shares, the broker representing the longs must, by the rules of the system, go into the market and buy the shares at any price, pushing the price into the thousands. So as the price goes higher, the shorts default on the brokers. The brokers now must cover themselves. They push the price further up. So the brokers default on the clearing houses, and you end up with a complete mess that is practically impossible to sort out.
Following this up, Credit Suisse cuts exposures by 22% to match run on deposits. Now, this was February 13th, but we are going to be expecting more Credit Suisse numbers coming in soon. Their leverage exposure shrank by 22% in the fourth quarter of 2022 after the lender dipped into liquidity reserves to withstand a run by depositors. Now, Credit Suisse is more than likely short on AMC as they gave them a very, very low price target. However, again, they are deep in the system with deals with Adam Aaron as well as JP Morgan. A few banks that don't really believe in the company are pretending to be on our side. Also, OCC reports GME stock loan balance of 225.3 million shares, exceeding the available float per updated filings. The only other securities exceeding this ratio are ETFs containing GME. Example, XRT, 7.3 million shares outstanding. Loan balance 231.01 million shares. Data direct from OCC website. Speaking of that, an excerpt from August 2015 ETF FTD SEC comment letter. XRT is perpetually shorted beyond reality. They also know how bad AMC and GME are naked shorted. They are not in the dark. It's just us. The market is one large Ponzi scheme run by the mafia when Rico. See right here, shares outstanding 11 million, 12 million, 9 million from December to June of 2012. Total shares owned by institutions 77 million, 75 and 64. And the shares owned by institutions above shares outstanding plus reported short interest is 14, 17 and 16 million. Following that up, the fund creating the lawsuit against AMC, Allegheny Court Retirement, if I pronounced that wrong, whatever. They are also located in Pittsburgh as well. And someone said, I just Googled the search myself, came to that page, clicked the link and attached to the company takes you directly to Citadel's main website. Do you guys think this is a tinfoil hat theory, or do you think Citadel bought a tiny piece of the company in a private fund just to be able to create lawsuits in case they had to? Following that up, the Federal Reserve warns banks to watch out for cryptocurrency liquidity risk, which is crazy going forward depending on what the market does. It's not at all a good signal to see the news releasing that. Now, the SPY is sitting at $397 even at the time I'm making this video, currently $396.95, getting very volatile, looking for a break lower. I'm watching the SPY to save itself right around 390, and anything below that, it is going to break back into this trend line, and I'm watching for new lows on the SPY. But first, I'm watching 383, 365, so on and so forth. We do need to see if the SPY will save itself or not. Touching on GameStop, I do think the cycle is still intact. However, I would like to trade a little bit more volume. I also want to see GameStop pop off of this trend line. I do not want to see it break any lower. A break under $19 is going to invalidate a few of the setups that we have drawn out. Essentially, I'm watching for another pop back up to about $21.70 before making its way back up to that $23.50 level. But I think right now is a safe time to grab calls on GameStop, and that is potentially what I am going to be doing. Now, Southland Holdings, the stock that went to $2 grand, came back down to $9 in the matter of one day or so, has been moving pretty nicely and has had some trading glitches, such as on Webull, it showed that it was trading 410 million, and now on TradingView, the volume reported is not even close. So guys, I don't know what the plan is for the stock. Just keep it on your radar. Also guys, I can't believe how crazy people are doing in the Discord. If you're not in there, you're truly missing out. That link will be under the video, so make sure to go in there and join them. That's what I got for you for today's video. Hopefully you found value out of the video, or at least enjoyed watching. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.